Hi everybody, it's Michelle with Beautycounter. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things that I've learned throughout this past year of being a Beautycounter consultant. I will have been a consultant now for a year at the beginning of May. I joined May of 2016 and it is now April. So it's pretty exciting. I have learned quite a few things along the way, but I wanted to share with you guys the top 3 things that I've learned in being a consultant. So number 1, get those products out there and get them working for you. This is a really big one in my opinion. I started off with the notion that, if I posted it on Facebook and I posted how great it was, people would order. And that does sometimes work, but most of the time, I would say like 95% of the time, they won't order until they've tried it. So you need to get those products out there. And I do this one of 2 ways. First, I give face kits, which is basically just, your products, and I put them in a bag and give it to them, and I say, here, try this for a week. I'll be back, on like Friday to pick them up or whatever. And you let them use them for that week and let them fall in love with those products, and see how they love them, and then they'll order from you. Another way to do that is just by sending samples out. And what I did was I bought the little sample jars off Amazon. I think you can get like 100 of them for $8 or something like that. And I bought the little sample jars and I put the product, little bits of samples in those jars. So I would do like the face wash, the nighttime moisturizer and the day moisturizer. I would do foundation, the kids products, and I put those all in those little samples, and I would send them out to family and friends. And I sent them out to people even that I didn't really know that well. It's kind of weird. I knew them well enough to have their address, I guess, but I would just send them out to people, and you'd be surprised at some of the responses you get. Sometimes you don't hear anything back and you're kind of like, okay. But a lot of the times you'll hear back and they'll want to place an order with something that you've sampled them with. So don't be afraid to get those products out there and to get them sampled. So that is my tip number 1, is get those products working for you. Number 2 is do not get discouraged. I think it's really easy. At the beginning, it's really exciting because you have your launch party and you probably have quite a few orders from that, and you get excited, and then a few months go by and it kind of tapers off and you kind of lose that ambition, I guess. And I say don't lose that ambition. Don't get discouraged, because what's going to happen is your business is going to grow. I started off with having 3 really good loyal clients, I would say, or customers who would buy from me pretty consistently. And I was thinking to myself, I need more. This isn't enough. I'm trying to expand, and I'm trying to send out these samples and get people, and I've got 3, but I still did pretty well with those 3 in the commission that I got from them. It wasn't anything great. I couldn't pay off my house with it, but it's still extra money, which is why I started doing this, and it was a good amount of extra money. And also what happens is those 3 people tell their friends who tell their friends, and then from that you get a good client base. So don't get discouraged in the early months. It takes some time to build up that business. And what's ended up happening for me is those people that bought from me will message me and be like, hey, my friend has this skin issue, what works for this? Or, I've talked to so-and-so about, the healthy, or the Beautycounter and the safer ingredients, and they are really interested in that because they're trying to live a healthier lifestyle. And you get a bigger client base. It just takes time. So don't get discouraged is number 2. And number 3 is have socials. And this one is hard. I didn't really want to have socials. I'm not the kind of I don't know. I don't want to make people feel forced to buy from me. I've never been a shove it down your throat kind of person. I don't want to be like that. But it's good to have socials. And a tip I have for that is to have open house socials. One of my friends and I did, before the holidays in November, we did a Beautycounter open house social. We had all the gift sets because Beautycounter had their holiday gift line, and we had them all out, and we had all the different products, and we just said, come between 6:30 and 8:30. It's not like a set time where everybody has to be there. You don't have to sit through any type of presentation, even though that is a good, if you want to have that sort of thing, that's good too. I've done both. And just have fun. We had wine and we had snacks, and it was just a really great night, and a bunch of people ended up coming out, and it was a really fun gathering. And during it all, they could try stuff on. They were asking about different products. Each of us, my friend and I do this together, we each got a lot of sales through it, and it was just a fun night. So have something like that. Make your socials fun. It doesn't have to be at night either. I've heard a lot of people do brunches, and just really casual, and get people talking about the safer ingredients, get people talking about our just really high performing products, and you'll get some sales from that. So those are the top 3 things that I've learned from selling Beautycounter, and I hope these help you guys. So thanks for watching.